Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking on Shira today, and yeah, this one is going to be our first test against Geodude. Yeah, it's going to be our first test against him. Not really sure if this is going to work or not. I have not tested against this Farsave at all, so I have no idea what his matchups are like. I would assume he's tanky, but we're going to find out. We're going to see what Yunaka can do. And if Yunaka can't do anything, then we automatically lose, because that was the plan, or that is the plan, rather. So we're going to try. The other option was to try to go with Camilla, who I'm pretty certain could have gotten through Corrin here. But trap placement would have been a big gamble to try to go up there and figure it out. So we're going to do it this way. It's a little bit safer to initiate with Yunaka. And then from there, we'll see where the chips fall, you know, how things perform afterwards. Kind of concerned about, well, I don't want to even say it's concerned. I'm kind of like not even considering playing SDS this weekend, or started today actually, and I don't even have any teams preps, which I think is probably not the best idea. I should probably, you know, go into it and try to get at least one match in. Probably don't even try to win. I don't know. Just because the rewards are probably going to be worth it, I feel. Maybe not, I don't know. But I feel like I should, you know, take a swing at that. I think I'm going to have to give up on summoning. Oh, so unfortunate. I'm going to have to give up on summoning on the banner at the end of this month, because I have like 30 orbs and no additional orbs that... Well, I mean, I could farm some orbs from the story and stuff, but I don't think it'll be enough to get the spark, which I would probably need in the event that I don't get lucky. So I might have to skip whatever comes at the end of the month, unfortunately, which would suck, which probably is going to suck, but that's just how it goes. Hopefully it's not anything too crazy.
This is challenging.
But I mean, the banner might, you know, go into next month, so... Ooh, that's fantastic. Ooh, Yunaka is still goated. Okay. Alright, so we win this then. Yunaka, GG's, it's over from here. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Nerthus is going to be able to offer us much this season. I was doing some testing with her. I got it to Nimble Beast, and I was able to you know, potentially at least survive against Rhea with Nerthus, with Nimble Beast, and you know, some support, but she really isn't killing anything. None of the near saves, she doesn't really take out any of them. Maybe Hector, but you know, not very many, and especially not if they have the brave hits with the Erica ring. It doesn't, she just can't get through at this point. The damage reflection is fantastic on her. The only concern is if she's going to be able to live. I was running her with Pavis, but I feel like Nimble Beast might be a little bit better. But you know, let's see if it ever actually, you know, comes to it at any point this week. We can probably try to use her. I think Nimble Beast will age a little bit better. You know, whenever her refine comes out, she might get that, or hopefully she doesn't get that, because that would have been a wasted inheritance. But you know, hopefully she'll get some more bulk, flat damage reduction. Well, of course she will. By that time, it's going to be only natural. But as of right now, she's just not really, unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is. It's her bonus season. We're going to let her go out there, try something. I was basically going to use her as a smite bot, but that doesn't even seem to be an option. At least for this match, maybe no. Maybe I could give her harsh command so that she can cleanse any debuffs or stuff on Yunaka. That might be the play. Golvig would actually benefit greatly from that, because typically whenever I'm doing my first initiation with Golvig, she's heavily debuffed, as you saw if you checked a little bit earlier. Oh, we got the real trap. Nice. Yeah, this is great, man. Being able to take out the here. Looks like we do need all 4 hits. 3 hits. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Yeah, being able to take out Dudu is fantastic. I was concerned that we would have failed that. Didn't think this far ahead, but I mean, we have enough actions here. I think Golvig will miss the kill on Erica because of the speed check, but I see other options that we can try to get her to take out, and we're going to leave potentially Tree Man for last if we need to, you know, find a way to secure the pots. That feels like the plan. Yeah, but outside of that, not much else that we're going to be missing or
All right.
needing to point out. I guess you can watch the carnage here because it's going to be pretty easy cleanup here. Hollow forms, man, at this point I don't even think there's any value at all in picking up any of the hollow form units. I feel like there's zero value whatsoever in any of the units that they put on hollow forms or in hollow forms. I didn't even buy the forma packs because I don't want the forma souls, so I have like 4 of them and I have zero intention of using any this go around. Byleth, I already have her as maxed out as she possibly can be. She's not doing anything to any of the modern far saves, but she still packs a punch, you know? She's pretty dope still. Not a wasted investment. Edelgard, I have my Edelgard as invested as she needs to be a Gale Forcer. You don't really need the sturdy, whatever it's called, bow, whatever that ace skill is. She doesn't really need it. Yes, it's more damage, but I mean, if she's not taking out any far saves, and the things that she does take out, she doesn't need that to actually take them out, so it's a waste of a pickup. The only thing that you could probably benefit from is the charge in the C slot, but Celica Ring kind of solves that problem. So no point in picking her up. Dimitri fell off. Like, I feel like every Dimitri version falls off a cliff completely like 2 weeks after they come out, because this summer Dimitri, he was good for like 2 weeks and now he's just completely irrelevant. Same with Valentine's Dimitri, who was, you know, I was very high on that unit, man, but he's become haste slice fodder, which is quite sad. Yeah, Dimitri, historically cliff faller, loves to jump off cliffs. I feel like that's his title. Well, it's not his epithet, but that's what I'm gonna call him. And then Claude, zero reason to pick up this Claude. There's no, yeah, there's Wind Tribe Claude is good, but I guess Summer Claude will get a refine before Wind Tribe Claude. So I guess there's value in getting, there's probably some value in getting Summer Claude to +10 because he is a demote, so he's easy to pick up, or he is demoted on the banner that he's on. But you know, ultimately, he, as of right now, it's not a unit that you're going to be able to use for anything. So, yeah, zero value in any of the Hollow Forms unit. I'm probably going to skip all of them. I am going to skip all of them, just go through the levels and then, you know, figure it out from there. There are packs in the store that I could buy if I, you know, really get the itch to summon. You know, I'll think it through, but as of right now, I don't really see myself going too crazy because there's nothing really to pull for. Yeah, so I'm gonna chill out for a little bit. Summoner duels again. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I think I'm gonna at least attempt to build some teams, but I don't want to deal with how toxic it's gonna be potentially. With Hardy Bearing stuff to do, like every time I think about Camilla, I guess, man, I don't want to deal with that. That's immediately the thought that comes to my mind. I just don't want to deal with that. Camilla and Eric, well, at least I get to ban them, so we'll see how that goes. But that's it for this one, man. GG's. See you in the next one. Alright, so this was another match that I completely messed up, fat-fingered, and it completely just ruined it. I was just checking on my teams here, but this was the one that I was going to use, the Camilla team, and yeah, we're just going to get right into it, man. I had a plan. The plan was pretty straightforward. Bought the 2 units that needed to get bopped with Camilla, and then used Hearthfelger to do a bit of cleanup. Yeah, that was pretty much going to be the plan, and then we could get what's her face? Lucina, dual Lucina, to do some assisting, so she would probably get 2 units. Hearthfelger would get 1, so between those 3 units, that'd be 4 KOs, which would leave me with more than likely. I'd be looking at I mean, we take out Leon and definitely take out probably Felix. So that would leave me with at least Gris and Treeman in the back as the final units. Gris would need to go as well. And the plan for that was to use the duo dance from Plumeria to get someone back up there to take out Gris. And then we'd be able to, just get away from Tree Man once again. And he'd be the last units. We'd get the pots, and then that's pretty much GG's from there. I'd probably try to have Geodude warp in at some point. Not that he really could get very far up, since 1, 2, 3. I think he'd get blocked because the target would have more than likely been Lyn, but I feel like he'd probably get blocked, or someone else. It didn't have to be Lyn, but I think that would be my target. And then I still had the extra dance from Plumeria, so it would work out. Plumeria and Peony, between them, we could get all the actions that we need to get this cleared. The thing that happened here is my finger just got in the way. Oh, this was something that I didn't actually plan. I forgot that they would. I didn't even forget. I didn't check that they had the matching attack stats. Was it?
All right.
Okay, yeah, it's attack stat, because I was doing something with. Oh right, Johanna Marissa, and hers isn't attack. Hers is HP. Her condition. So I got them confused, but. Yeah, I did want it to pair with Camilla, but it's a positive, or it was positive, that it also paired with Lucina as well. So that really works out in my favor in terms of Dedue's movement. The only concern was, how was I going to get Lucina over the mountain tiles? And that's something that I kind of just figured out as I went along into this one. It wasn't really the worst thing in the world.
Nerve-wracking.
But I, at some point, got a little bit tangled up with my fingers, and as you'll see, I make a complete mess of this one.
This is
Tried to recover, although potentially I could have if I played a little bit better.
Name a target.
But no. It was, had to be Camilla. And Camilla was out of range with the mistake that I did. And also, there was one flaw in the plan, in that Camilla needed to cancel back to a spot that I would be able to dance her from. So that was the main flaw in the plan. But I think I had an idea of how to resolve it with Dedue. But yeah.
Say the word.
It's pretty much...
At your command.
Pretty much a fat finger moment, and this one was chalk. So I'll let this play out, and you'll see exactly what happened, or the moment that it happens. In the meantime, what happened? I played one match, rather. I didn't even practice, bro. I didn't even really practice. I went into, I built some teams. Equipped Rally Spectrum, and I think one of them was Earth Rendering for the SDS teams that I went for. There's like 4 teams from the previous season. I just reran them and changed a few things. And this was the mistake right there. So from that moment, it was pretty much chalked, as you can see. Units are kind of stuck in a spot that isn't great, and I can't even properly use the Shadow Smite, which is kind of needed if I'm going to get anyone up there back, particularly Hearthvelger. Camilla is needed to take out Ather, but yeah, I can't get to her to dance because Fat Fingers made a mistake, not really able to do much about it. So this was pretty much GG's from here. Completely, I should have won this match, but it happens sometimes, and it's just been that kind of week. But like I was saying, in SD, I didn't really practice. I just went into it, played one match, and won one match. And I don't know what I'm going to do about the rest of them, because, like I said, I didn't practice, so I have no idea what's really meta. I just know that I have zero interest in playing against Camilla and Erica on this particular map because it's so open, particularly for Camilla. So I'm not really looking forward to that. Luckily, it is SDS, so I can ban those units. They're automatic bans, but it's kind of like, why is there 2 of them? So this was chalk. GG's. Let's play another one. This was the second match, or the second attempt, and this one, the plan was to use Erica. Vantage take out Camilla that way, because Hardy Bearing Neathauger is still not a unit that I have a plan for. Don't really know what to do about that. I kind of just, you know,
Understood.
hope that there aren't too many traps in front so that I can
I
do
will try.
some type of melee Gale
Where
Force
shall I
type of
go?
play. But if there are
I
traps
know.
in front, if it's boxed in, I don't have a lot of options in terms of trying to get in there
Am I
and
needed?
take out the Neathauger. I
On
should
your
probably
word.
build. I have one team slot that is free. I just don't know what to do with that team slot exactly, because trying to plan, like, what do you do about Hardy Bearing Neathauger with Erica Ring? Like, how do you counter that? I can't really think of much that's going to live the Brave hits, and that's really the problem. Like, you think maybe what's his face, attuned Alm, but he needs turns to cook, so I don't think he's like the best option. And then, yeah, aside from that, I really don't know what unit you would use in that situation. Hardy Bear Neathauger here to get the kill. So this was really just something that gravely annoyed me, because Sedith is in no way less tanky than Erica. Well, actually, it's pretty close. She has 71 and he has 73. So really,
Understood.
Erica should always be the one getting the assigned decoy. That's never happened before, and I've used this team quite a lot. So that was really annoying, which pretty much cost us the game. That was my whole strategy loss here. And this was the one that we did win. Thankfully,
I will be cautious.
got lucky here, and this is what we ran into, or what I ran into. And man, people really don't care about ether raids or a lot of the game modes in Fae, I guess, because it's not even the defense here. Luckily, this time I did remember to get the pots, because that's what happened in the first match that we
I
played
will
this
be
week.
cautious.
Completely forgot to get the pots, but this one's GG's from here. Pretty easy match. I accepted at this point. And that's pretty much all that happened. Nothing too substantial. See you in the next one.